I don't like to say victim, okay, because I came up and out and through it, but I've dealt with situations that had me in places where I've been raped, I've been molested, I've gone through domestic violence, so I've gone in those venues and I've had to deal with it in that area. I've had relatives that have dealt in those systems and have been incarcerated. I have a parent that was actually a worker in the criminal justice system in the facilities. So, in some way and form, I've been in there. We go in there from a ministerial standpoint, but obviously you're always going to have those that come to you because they need to bend your ear just a little bit because they want you to understand that being there, they felt and still do to some extent that they just don't get the life skills and the preparation that's going to be necessary to be able to transition back into society. We're here to be corrected, but once we've gotten ourselves right on the inside and we go back outside, how do we now implement that and then get and put everything back together? They don't have licenses. They don't have housing to go back to. They don't have jobs and things like that. Just simple health care, because while they're incarcerated, you're covered. But once you come back out, if you have issues and things like that, if you can't automatically get some type of health care, then that becomes a huge problem for those that still yet are dealing with specific things, whether it be mental or physical. So being able to find all of these employers, et cetera, that are going to be willing to give them jobs with longevity that have benefits, that is key. People don't understand. Just give them a chance. Talk to them. They'll blow your mind with some of the things that they say and the work that they actually do. So being able to take individuals and teach them how to present themselves, giving them the means as far as, the right clothing and sometimes, things of that nature makes all the difference. So they can go out and they can do those things. And I've seen it make a huge difference, but there's still so much more that needs to be done. If you get with the wrong person and they have the wrong objective, you hurt so many because you're not just hurting the individual that you claim that you want to help. You're hurting their families and all those other people whose emotions and their expectations are hinging on your every word and what you say you can deliver. So I think by being very real and very transparent about what you can and or cannot do, you have to be you 100% authentic and give that to them with your experiences and your knowledge, and knowledge is power. So to be able to study and make sure that you have your facts straight in every point in time and in every venue is another thing that I try to drive home, so that when you go in, this is what you're presenting. For me personally, one of the things I would like to see changed, which I think is coming about now, is there has to be accessibility to those who make the laws, to those who sit in Congress and the Senate and stuff like that and act like not me and not my household. And we understand you live in the suburbs, but you need to come downtown. You need to come inner city. You need to have some type of or form of reality check so that you're not still sitting back, because there's still so much of that. It just gets to me. But there's still so much of that where they're just sitting back and saying, no, not me, and this is not necessary. It is necessary. It is all necessary. So accessibility, being able to talk to the power players, and I get it. We can make appointments to see you, but make sure that it is accessible. We need resources, some type of a resource that allows them to be able to access these things, to keep going, to keep being motivated, so that they don't feel like, wow, why don't I just give up and go back to doing the things that I did before? So accessibility, I think, in every venue, from making the laws and talking to those that do, and making it so very real to being able just to have human basic needs met.